Negative. Is there anybody with us tonight?
Years and years of just watching ghost shows and ghost movies kind of, how the spark got started.
It was just the unknown. It was just what could cause that, and are there ghosts? And I was always scared as a child of ghosts. I think we all have that in us. We always wonder if there's ghosts or monsters under our bed.
My mom and my aunts and uncles, they've all had experiences of family members come back.
I've had things happening around me all my life. It took a couple of traumatic events, and that's when I had some things happen around me and really made me pay attention to it.
The Newburgh Inn was established landmark in 1750.
We've eaten dinner there before, but never approached it from an investigation. So, walking into it, it's a whole new ball game for us.
And then when they deemed it haunted, that's when we decided we got to get in there.
We almost need to have some kind of a game plan ahead of time because it's so small.
What were you thinking? Where were you thinking of putting home base?
When you come in the back door, that first room off to the left, it's like a private room.
Claims in the building, there's a little girl that walks the upstairs.
I got that, okay.
There's supposedly a black gentleman that walks around downstairs towards the back.
Okay,
Back,
I got
don't
that
know
too.
if that's one in the attic, one down that long hallway
Mhm.
where the rooms are on the second floor.
Easy.
And I know. And then you've got the bar downstairs. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, then on to the Newburgh.
You need to figure out a math problem, there's a formula. This isn't like that. Always have communication. We have extra batteries, extra tapes, another digital thermometer. Flashlights. We try to get these flashlights with at least 2 different colors on them just so you have a little bit of light so you can see where you're walking, but it won't wash out the video either then. These are 2 different types of EMF devices. Voice recorders. Regular old Sony Handycam. You can get these really any store. For ghost hunting though, you want to make sure it has night shot on it.
You'll hear us when we're there asking questions, is there anybody here that like to communicate? And we take a few seconds and then we wait for a response. Now you may not necessarily hear the voice while you're there, but it shows up on the audio after the fact. I can sit for 3-4 hours at a shot and just put my headphones on and just listen. It's panning for gold. You got me? Started out watching TV saying, the TV shows, hey, these are pretty cool,
Remember, I caught the show probably sometime in 2005, and I said to Carla, "You have to watch this show. It's great.
Then you start going.
Let's get a group together, and we can do this."
And I thought that was really cool, so I said, hey, I'm into that,
We're gonna run this ourselves and created ABE Paranormal, which was over 3 years ago now.
Well, Jim and Carla are the founders.
Basically, the equipment manager, but for the most part, it's just a lead investigator, tech person.
I kind of do a little bit of everything. I manage the website. I am the initial contact for all the clients. I set up the interviews and meet with the clients.
But I'm more of the holistic, more of the non-skeptic guy. I'm consider myself to be sensitive.
I'm an investigator, and I like a lot of history stuff, so I kind of get to go in and research the building or what we're going to go investigate. So I'm always digging and digging and digging. Well, maybe I'll try this, maybe I'll try that. Get the history of it. It's funny because I'm skeptic, but when I hear something,
Which room are you in?
I'm the first one to go, did you hear that? That's something.
I'm more of a literal kind of guy where if I can sense something, see something, feel something, I'm more apt to go with that.
I think religion can play a big part in it. I personally don't subscribe, so I go in there with an open mind.
I'm the biggest skeptic I think in the entire group. Every time they come to me with evidence, what do you think of this? I shoot down probably 99% of it.
Is if you open your mind to it, you actually may be able to see and hear something. Okay, this is Carla, Dave, Sean, and Tess in front room by the original entrance of the building. Is there anybody with us tonight? Is there a message you would like us to give somebody?
I walked into a back dining room and I immediately felt like I went through a cobweb. The theories are that you could be walking through a spirit or having contact with the spirits.
Is that my hairs? It's hard because when you're a skeptic, you know me, Dave. I
know you.
This, you
I don't
know,
feel anything.
I think it's webs. But that's
Who's in this room with us?
that's how I can explain it. I just,
That's
especially this hand right now,
yeah.
it feels like tingly.
I had tingling in my right hand, tingling in my right arm, and tingling on the right side of my leg. And at the same time, I had asked a question, was there anyone in the room here with me? And we got a hit on our K2, which is showing electromagnetic fields in the room, in the middle of a room that shouldn't be there.
Can you tell me your name?
Is there a little girl or a little boy in this room with us?
Why are you here?
All you need to do is get as close as you can to that green light, or the red light on the table here will be able to hear you. Just yell as loud as you can into that red light. Can you make that light go red? Thank you. If you want to come a little closer just to confirm that it's you, it'll go red. Thank you. Thank you. If that's you here with us. Wow, and my right leg was tingling, Dave.
Okay.
I'm such a skeptic. I'm definitely one that would not say something happened if it didn't. You know, I'm just not. I'm always the first one to, you know, make reason out of what's going on, and I couldn't with this. We have a couple of cases pending.
Yeah.
Dave's working on a possibility of getting into an insane asylum.
Guy I work with, I was talking to him about, you know, this and work, and he's like, really, I can get you in here? And I was like, do it.
I mean, that's why we're investigating, to try to find out what is out there afterward.
We go in there with an open mind and we want to experience it for ourselves.